Adding a table in Google can be a kind of confusing thing. If you want to do a lot of editing to a table, you're probably better off creating it somewhere else and saving it as a picture and inserting the image into your website. But if you just want to make a basic table, this is an easy way to do it. So I'm going to show you how to make the table that I have already created here. So I'm in my website. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Table, Insert, and I'm just going to create a 1-by-1 table to start with. This is actually going to be where I'm going to put my title to my table. So I type, and then I'm going to click on my cell, because that's all one table really is. I'm going to widen the cell. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create what's called a nested table, which is a table within a table. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to create a 3-by-1, but I want 8 rows. So I'm actually going to do I meant to do 3-by-8. So I'm going to add one more to the bottom. I just go to Table, Insert Row below. So now all I have to do is go ahead and type. If you're used to using Word, you can't use Tab to get to the next cell. You have to use either your mouse or you can use the over arrow on your keyboard. And don't use the down arrow, just continue to use the over arrow. So now that I've got my table typed up, now I have to play with the formatting. So at this point, all I can do from the table is to add rows, delete tables, delete columns, add columns, etc. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to start by making the middle column nice and wide. All you have to do to change the height or width of any particular column is click on one cell, and when you drag that particular column, it will change everything. Before I play too much with that, I'm going to go ahead and change my sizes. So I'm going to bold and make my title bigger. I'm going to bold my column titles, and I'm going to make my entire table font just a little bit larger. So now that I have all my font the way that I want it, I can change my setup. I'm going to left align my courses, but you're going to notice you cannot select an entire column at once. If you want to left align one column and leave everything else centered, then you need to left align that column individually. And also, if I want to make these 2 rows that had gotten a little bit bigger, or I'm sorry, a little bit taller, click on one of them, make it shorter. Do the same thing to the other one. Now, I want to try to make this as best as I can look like it's just one table. So I'm going to make this location column just a little bit wider, and I'm going to make my period column just a little bit wider. So what I'm trying to do is make the tables, the outside borders, line up as well as possible. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. So you can see it's definitely not perfect. I'll continue to look for more ways. If you understand some HTML, you can click on the HTML button and you can edit some of the source here. But if you don't know how to do that, you don't really want to mess with it too much. So that's one way to create a table inside of your Google site.